Duryodhan said, "ત્રણ ગામ શું? એક સોય જેટલી બી જમીન ના." And then Lord Krishna said, "Then what can we do? Then this is dharma. I'm not saying we need to fight. I'm asking you for 3 villages or whatever, some simple things. Yes or no?" And Pandavas will forget they were kings. Yes or no? પણ દુર્યોધનનો વાંક કહેવાય ને. પણ હવે એનો વાંક બી નહોતો. ભગવાને ધર્મ એસ્ટાબ્લિશ કરો તો લોંગ પીરિયડ ઓફ ટાઈમ ટુ મેક પીપલ રિયલાઇઝ વોટ ઇઝ રાઇટ ઓર રોંગ. બરાબર? સન્માન અહીંયા છે કે ડૂડલ કરે છે? A white man, Hannah whispered. Yes, it was a white man. The wet cap fell away and there was there was his wet yellow hair. Why yellow hair? Blonde. Some white people have yellow hair. As though for many weeks it had been cut. As for many weeks it had not been cut. What does that mean? He had run away and he was or maybe he's not settled. He's not at one place. He's running away. Yes or no? You could guess. And upon his young and tortured face. Why is the face tortured? Out of stress. And then he was in a war, so he might be beaten up also. You don't know. Yes or no? He might have run away from jail. We don't know. Yes or no? Face was rough and a rough yellow beard. Abhinandan, when he came, he had a mark over here, if you remember. Yes or no? Why? Because as soon as our plane landed in Pakistan, after his plane was hit, the locals started beating him up. Yes or no? But we had good diplomacy, so we could bring him back. But otherwise, in wars, you don't know. Are you getting my point or not? Hello? Yes. And upon his young and tortured face was a rough yellow beard. Again, hair is yellow, beard is also yellow. He was unconscious. Unconscious? Everybody understands? Okay. And knew nothing that they did for him. And he knew nothing what Dr. Sadao and Hannah did for him. Clear or not clear? Clear or not clear?
Yes.
Now, Sadao remembered the wound. He is not able to think, but then he suddenly remembers the wound. Why does he remember the wound? He's a doctor. Why does he remember the wound? The Hippocratic Oath. I understand this guy is an enemy, but he is injured. So I must first look at his wound because I am a doctor. So he remembered. And with his expert fingers, he began to search for it. Search for the what? The wound. Where is the wound? Remember, he is going to be an expert of cleaning the wounds so that they don't become reinfected. Yes or no? Blood flowed freshly at his touch. So he found the wound wherever he was injured. Hope you are writing down. And he touched it. As soon as he touched it, more blood came out. Is it a good sign? No. And now we come to know where the injury is. On the right side of his lower back. Now if you can feel the right side of your lower back. Yes? Sadao saw that a gun wound had been reopened. ત્યાં શું હતું? Gun wound. So he was, now with this you have to understand that he might be running if he is hit in the back. Yes or no? He might be running and somebody hit him from the behind and it hit the lower back. समझ पड़े छे?
Yes.
The bullet is still in there. You have to imagine. On the right side of his lower back, Sadao saw the gun wound had been reopened. The flesh was blackened with powder. So he must have tried to put in something, ash or something. Remember, people do that so that the blood does not come out. Sometime not many days ago. So he had been hit a couple of days ago and the bullet was still there. Somehow he survived. Can people survive like this? Yes, miracles, God plans. Otherwise, a person can die. Yes or no? The flesh was blackened with powder. Sometimes, not many days ago, the man had been shot and had not been tended. What is tended? Treated. Very good. Or repaired in that matter, on that note. Treated. It was a bad chance that the rock had struck the wound. So, again, he already had a wound, but the rock also struck that same part. So now it had opened up more. You getting the point or not? How did the rock struck him? Because it was spiky, sharp. And then he fell down. And then he could have fallen anywhere, but the rock fell, or he fell on the rock which was sharp, and it hit the wound. Clear or not clear?
Yes.
Oh, how is he bleeding? Hannah whispered again in a solemn voice, sad voice. Now there will be a dilemma. What to do? मार दिया जाए, छोड़ दिया जाए. बोल तेरे साथ क्या सुलूक किया जाए. I would, if I am Dr. Shadav, I will just leave him and then go away back in my house, close the door and sleep. Anyways, he is going to die. Anyways, he is a prisoner of war. Yes or no? Why do I get into trouble? Why do I spoil the thing? But Dr. Shadav is a different person. That is where the conflict arises between what a person is made up of, his character, his values. Oh, how is he bleeding? Hannah whispered again in a solemn voice. The mist screened them now completely. Means now they were also hidden. Yes or no? All three of them are hidden. And at this time of the day, no one came by. So there was nobody on the beach. Only the three of them. The fishermen had gone home, and even the chance beachcombers. Beachcombers means people who live on the beach and, hunt for these shells and leftovers and everything, would have considered the day at end. So what does this mean? The beach was completely empty. There was nobody there. Only the three of them. Only the three of them and the mist. So do you think other people would observe them? No. And now the big question. What shall we do with this man? That's the question. For us, easy thing. छोड़ दो, रहने दो, मर जाने दो. Who cares? Shadav muttered. But his trained hands seemed of their own will to be doing what they could to staunch the fearful bleeding. So while he was talking, his hands were already automatically trying to help the person so that at least he stops bleeding. If he stops bleeding, then he can live at least some little more period of time. Yes or no? And he's thinking. He cannot make a decision. Now, why can he not make a decision? આપણે તો આપણાથી બી ડિસિઝન ના લેવાય. What to do with such a man? A Pakistani war comes down on our street. Sorry to say that, but an enemy, for that matter, Russia in Ukraine, or Ukrainian in Russia, or whatever. Yes or no? He packed the wound with some sea moss, algae. Remember, you put something on it to stop the bleeding. Sometimes you put cotton or something, but he did not carry anything, so he used the sea moss, the grass, algae, that strewed the beach, that was laid on the beach. The man moaned with pain. Moaned over here, cried very badly. Why? Because when you try to put something on a wound and you press it, why are you pressing it? To stop the bleeding. And then it would pain a lot. So even though when he was unconscious, he cried. Because in his unconsciousness also the pain was unbearable. Clear or not? With his pain in his stupor means unconsciousness. Generally when you are unconscious, if person beats you up, do you feel the pain? No. But then stupor means, do you think he's completely unconscious? No, half. And also the pain is so much that if somebody presses that part of the body, he will not be able to bear the pain. Clear?
Yes.
The man moaned with pain in his stupor, but he did not awaken. How would he awaken? So much blood is going out of his body. Do you think he would have energy to stand up, do something? No. The best thing that we could do would be to put him back in the sea. Sadao said, answering himself. See, he thinks like that, like me. Leave him alone or just push him back into the sea? Yes or no? If you push him back into the sea, he'll die. Yes or no? We did not see him. Now that the bleeding was stopped for the moment, he stood up and dusted the sand from his hands. See, he is so good a doctor. What does this say? What does this say? He is an excellent doctor. Just by using sea moss, he could stop the man's bleeding. Yes or no? And he stood up and he dusted his hands like that. Now what should we do? The person is going to live for a few more minutes or moments or I don't know. He stopped the blood. Expert doctor. Yes, undoubtedly, that would be the best, Hena said steadily. दरिया में नाखी दइए, दरिया में डाल देते हैं. But she continued to stare down at the motionless man. Both husband and wife are good people. They are kind people. They are people of character. They are people of humanity. They understand they cannot throw a person back into the sea because this guy is a human being. Yes or no? But the problem is, if this was a Japanese, no problem. No problem. But why is the problem? This guy is a American. And if there was no war then, again no problem. But it was time of the war. See, conflicts. Yes or no? If we sheltered a white man in our house, we should be arrested. And if we turned him over as a prisoner, he would certainly die, Sadao said. See, both ways he is going to die. If we shelter white man, we would be arrested. We would be called terrorist sympathizers. That is what they call people. Or war sympathizers. Or American people sympathizers. Yes or no? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
And if we turned him over as a prisoner, they would beat him and kill him. Yes or no? Even if he survives. तो भाग गया था ना, देख लेते थे. Both ways bad. Yes or no? The kindest thing would be to put him back into the sea, Hannah said. So Hannah is now saying, છોડ એને દરિયામાં નાખી દઈએ. આ બંને બાજુ મરી જવાનો છે. Who is saying this? Hannah. They are talking to each other. They can't make a decision. But neither of them moved. Why? What does this show? Humanity, kindness. They cannot do it, even if they try to. They were staring at a curious repulsion upon the inert figure. They were not attracted to the person, but they were repelling to the person. Why? Because they were in a dilemma. But they could not do anything. You getting the point or not? What is he? Hannah whispered. What is he? He is a human being. See, they are not directly talking. What is he? Monkey? Donkey? Cat? Crocodile? Shark? What is he? Human being. Hannah whispered. There is something about him that looks American, Sadao said. Now they are talking about the human being, but who he is, an American. And who is an American right now? An enemy. But otherwise, these Americans have trained both of them, yes or no? They have got their education from such a country, yes or no?
Yes.
Sadao said. He looked at the battered cap. Battered means, ruined, rugged. Yes, there, almost gone, was the faint lettering. A sailor, he said. On the cap it was written a sailor, he said. From an American warship. He spelled it out. US Navy. The man was a prisoner of war. So maybe, he was on the boat and the boat got hit and then all of them died and then he was running away, he was caught. Again, he ran away and he was hit in the back. You have to assume, we don't know the details, but he's a sailor, as in from a ship, an American ship, and he's from US Navy. He has escaped, Hannah cried softly, and that is why he's wounded. See, પાછળથી ગોળી મારેલી ને, must have escaped. In the back, Sadao agreed. Yes, because if you are running away from somebody, mostly will hit you from back. They hesitated, looking at each other. Then Hannah said, with resolution, with firmness, "Come, are we able to put him back into the sea? ચાલો ભેગા મળીને ટીંગાટોડી કરીને નાખી દઈએ. ચાલો ભેગા કરીને ટીંગાટોડી કરીને નાખી દઈએ." ટીંગાટોડી યાદ આવી ગઈ ગુરુવરીની. ઓલો સારો મિત્ર ઉપાડીને લઈ ગયો હતો ને લાસ્ટ યરની ક્રિએટિવ એસેમ્બલીમાં. ચાલ ભાઈ, આપણને તો એવા સારા મિત્રો આપણા સારા મિત્રો આપણને ઉપાડીને લઈ જાય આપણા આત્માને. Come, are we able to put him back to the sea? તો સડાવ પૂછે છે, if I am able to, are you? હું ઉચકું છું, તું ઉચકી શકીશ? Why? Because both of them are kind people, humanistic. Yes or no? No, Hannah said. હું નહીં કરું. But if you can do it alone, જાતે નાખી દે. મારે પાપ નથી જોઈતું. સમજ પડી? Yes or no? Again, nothing wrong. Why are they talking like this? Both of them are good human beings. Sadao hesitated again. The strange thing is, he said that if the man were whole, means if he was not injured, man was whole, which means what? Not injured. Then I could have given him to the police without difficulty. He's thinking, I care nothing for him. Why? Because he's an enemy right now. He is my enemy. All Americans are my enemy. And he is only a common fellow. You see how foolish his face is? He doesn't want to talk like this, but he can't help himself because he cannot make a decision. શું વચ્ચે આવે છે ઘડીએ ઘડીએ એના માઇન્ડમાં? The Hippocratic Oath. તું ડૉક્ટર હે ના? You don't see the caste, creed, religion, anything. You have to help the person. It is time of the war. Yes or no? But since he is wounded, he does not complete. Since he is wounded, it is my duty. What is going in his mind? It is my duty to treat him. Very good. Treat him. He does not finish. This is for the readers to understand. You also cannot throw him back into the sea, Hannah said. Oh, you cannot treat him. You cannot put him into the sea. What will you do? He is not whole. You cannot hand him over to the police. Then there is only one thing to do. We must carry him into the house. Then Hannah said, so pachi, there is only one option left. If we want to treat him, where will he? Can we treat him on the beach? No, we'll need some equipment. We'll need some support. Yes or no? Yes. But the servants, Sadao inquired. What will servants do? Servants are common people. They will go and inform the police. It's a war. This guy is an American. Yes or no? Yes. So we'll stop over here today. Okay? You can read further if you feel like.